Yesterday, 2 days ago, I had the bright idea to do this series of 31 days in a row on top of my other 2 weekly videos. And today's day 2, and I'm regretting it. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because this doesn't have to be anything fancy. This doesn't have to be anything highly edited. It doesn't even have to be earth-shattering topics. I did one take of this and wasn't happy with it, but at the end I found myself kind of thinking, oh, this is like meeting someone for the first time, or you go to an unfamiliar situation and you're worried about it or you're nervous, and then you start talking and then you just kind of loosen up. So first one was, we're not posting it, but what I wanted to talk about today, full transparency. Why am I saying full transparency? This is, if you've not had, I never drank Diet Coke, literally, I'm 59, until 4 months ago. But my daughter brought home Diet Coke and packets of lime from, I think, True Lemon. And if you put just a teaspoon of cream in there, it is the best thing ever if you've never tried it. I have one every day now. I shouldn't be having it at 6 o'clock, but I have company on the way. My daughter and her husband are coming in from San Antonio for a couple of days, and I'm excited to see them. So I hadn't had one yet today, and I'm having a little caffeine. But that's not what you're here to listen to. This 31 days is on mental health, and I thought it would be cool to share just an insight from somebody I follow on social media that I've saved in a folder because it was meaningful or helpful or made me think. So I'm going to share one with you today. This one is by Dr. Glenn Patrick Doyle. It's Dr. Doyle Says is his account. Gosh, he has so many. I think he has like 250,000 followers. His quote is, I'm gonna hold it up here so I don't have to keep going back down. The worst thing that could happen isn't that we try to change our life and it doesn't work. To me, the worst that could happen is the bullies and abusers who made our life hell once upon a time convince us to not even try to change our life. And we wake up every day knowing they won. And for me, I don't wake up every day knowing they won because of all the shame. It feels like I lost. It's not necessarily blaming anyone else. But that really made me think. So stepping out. So first of all, I think this has to do with a concept called learned helplessness. I just discovered that term a few years ago, and I was like, oh, that's me. That makes so much sense. Where I guess it's like what he's saying, where you're so convinced by your abuser or your abusive situation or your bully or bullies that nothing can change for you, that you stop trying or you don't ever try. And I realized my whole life that's where I have been, because it's been so hard just to keep going, and I'm always struggling, and so it's like, why even try? But it's not going to do any good. So that really struck me. I don't know if your situation, if that strikes a chord with you, but I think fear just tries to keep us comfortable, because when it comes down to it, that's fear, right? Just feeling like, what's the point? It's not ever going to change. So, what if I try to change that doesn't work out? So like with this channel, I've thought about this for probably 10 years, never done it. Perfectionist, which is a defense mechanism. So it feels like it's not ever good enough. I've already looked back at my first couple of videos and feel like they're cringy, but I'm feeling different on the inside by the act of doing this and consistently showing up, and really honestly having to like look at myself when I'm filming and editing, because there are a lot of things I don't like about the way I look, which then probably breeds a lot of negativity in my mind, and I'm trying to change that. And so this has been good for me to look at myself literally consistently over hours and hours and hours of video. So that's my thought for today. the concept of learned helplessness. And when we don't even try, when because of what we've been through, we automatically kind of believe the abuser and the bully, even if they never said those words verbatim. You can't ever do it. You won't be successful. Why even try? By us not trying, we're letting them win. And it's not like we obsess over them every day. If you're not currently in that situation, like I've been divorced for 16 years, my parents have both passed away, but it's inside of us, right? That learned helplessness. So anyway, I hope that stirs up something to make you think. I will be back tomorrow with I don't know what. I did not want to do this today. I worked all day. I'm a nanny for 4 kids. It was wild. And it's hot and I'm tired, and tomorrow's a Friday for me. I've got, I think I said, that family coming in, but I showed up for myself today. And so I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I know you showed up for yourself today in some form or fashion, or maybe many ways. So pat your own self on the back, and I'll be back with day 3 tomorrow. It might be more thought-provoking, but that's day 2. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.